Hello my beautiful friends, welcome back to my channel, and today I sincerely want to thank you for taking out time to watch my videos, like my videos and subscribing to my channel. God bless you. What is making us run away from our own countries and our own homes? Let's find out and we would look for a solution to fix that in this video. Because truly, if our country was good, we won't all be running, we won't all be thinking of ways to jackpot. Today we are going to look at different strategies or methods to move our communities forward and make it a positive place to live in. The first tip or idea is to invest in quality education, because the secret to realizing Africa's greatest potential is education. How can our leaders empower youth, encourage creativity, and promote economic progress? It is by placing a high priority on education, making sure that everybody has access to a high quality education. Africans today need informal education, which is us learning how to produce or manufacture infrastructures that we will need, such as cars or vehicles, airplanes, mobile phones or gadgets. And also invest in the things we use in our day-to-day living, because we cannot continue living or going into classroom that will not teach us how to survive a life after school. Think about it. There are a lot of talented, intelligent and brilliant people out there who were doing well in school, and after school they lost it. And these people are unable to make good decisions regarding their lives. What I'm saying is that Nigerian educational system has to improve. The methods that we use is no longer working and it is outdated. Tell me why I would spend 6 years in primary school, 6 years in secondary school, come out and then go to university and end up learning a skill. Oh, Nigeria used to have one of the greatest educational systems in the 60s and 70s, so I heard, to the extent that we even had foreigners from all over the world coming to Nigeria. And one of my mentors told me he had Indian people, he had people from Senegal, from Europe, coming in his school in those days. But now the educational system is nothing to write home about. Even getting admissions to those schools is another big problem. And the problem here can be traced back to the teachers or lecturers who are not being paid well for their services. I mean, nobody wants to stay in a job that he or she doesn't feel appreciated. Teachers in Nigeria or in Africa are not being compensated or paid their worth. And most people would accept jobs in the public sector because they cannot find jobs. And they don't want to be broke or jobless. And most of them are not even passionate about what they do. The worst thing a lecturer or a teacher can do is to have a nonchalant attitude regarding their job. Talking about an informal education, I believe we should start taking lessons from China. And how did China manage to turn things around for their good? Because they were also colonized by the Westerners, and they managed to exist without giving up their tradition, culture and language. I also heard that Chinese people were so poor that they were eating unthinkable things to survive in order not to starve to death. You will find them eating cockroach and rats. And as at yesterday, 70% of what we use in Nigeria is imported from China. How did they flip that around in such a way that even Americans now produce or manufacture their products in China? I'll tell you what they did if you are asking. They started with their government, and the Chinese government was one of the corrupt governments in the world. In order to improve their government, the Chinese people had to single-handedly remove those people who were elected into office who are not doing their job. The government who were there for their own personal and selfish reasons instead of the reasons of its citizens. The government who were stealing public money and inflicting hunger and pain in the life of citizens. The second thing they did was, as a politician, if you are being sworn into office, you will take an oath that they should kill you if you ever steal public funds. And that is exactly what the Chinese people still do up to today. They will kill you if you steal public money. And not like in Nigeria where snakes should be stealing money or be swallowing money. In China, it cannot happen because the owner of the snake will die. First thing the Chinese government did was to start investing in their entrepreneurs, their businesses. Today in China, as an entrepreneur in China, you can go to the government and ask them for a loan with your business plan, and they will give you a loan, give you a team that would be in your business with you to help you and make sure that your business grows. And after your business has grown and they have made their money, they will take back their capital, the money that they gave to you initially to invest in your business, and then allow you to take your business and manage it. First thing that the Chinese government did was to reduce their population. Not like try to reduce their population, but they're implementing a law that says you cannot have more than one child in China. That law still exists up till today. So in China, as it stands, you cannot have more than one child. Except if you feel like you need a big family in China, you would have to leave the country and go to another country and start up your own big family. But in China, if you give birth to more than one child, the second one will be collected from you and then sold to families who need children overseas. That's another way that they are able to generate money for their country. The fifth one, I think this one I'm not so sure, but I'll tell you, is that Chinese people don't have prisoners in their prison. The prisoners that are sensible, the prisoners that are, that still have the energy, they send them to other countries to go and work and raise money and generate money for the country. Instead of putting them in prison and let them be eating free food, Chinese people make them work for the food. They make back their salary, and those people's salary, because they are prisoners, is not paid to their account. It's paid back into the government of China's account, and that is what they also use to help their own citizens, so that the Chinese government generates revenue in different forms to just support the people who are serious. For the African continent to be better, the government has to start investing in exporting, instead of exporting our raw materials overseas to go and be produced. Why does the Nigerian government invite those expatriates to come here and show us how to use our raw materials and produce them here? We are dependent on other nations to come and save us. Why are politicians any more than teachers? And that tells you the value a teacher brings into the life of an individual. Since teachers are the ones who shape, nourish, and build a person, what if the case be reversed and teachers start earning more than politicians? Are we going to have those same politicians in office? Because most African politicians do not care about their citizens. What they care about is enriching their own pockets. Entrepreneurship and businesses is what drives economic growth, because entrepreneurs create jobs, not the government. Any failed nation can be strengthened by its business sector. Imagine Dubai. Why do you think Dubai is thriving and a lot of people want to go to Dubai on vacation? Do you think Dubai is richer than Nigeria? Certainly not. Dubai is doing better because it had a good leader who cares about his people and invested in education and entrepreneurship. In Dubai, as it stands, the indigenes don't work because they are all business owners. They have a share in every business. And if you want to be able to start a business in Dubai, you have to know someone who is an indigene to partner with for your business to succeed in that country. Nigeria, it's even richer than Dubai in terms of its natural resources because Dubai is a dry land. How did the king of Dubai manage to transform a desert into a stunning, beautiful place? Before oil was discovered in Dubai in the 1960s, Dubai was just a dry land that didn't even have water or trees. Everything in Dubai is artificial. The beach in Dubai is artificial. The water in Dubai is artificial. The house, everything in Dubai is man-made. Even the snow in Dubai is artificial. Imagine what Nigeria or Africa would look like if we had visionaries as leaders, visionaries who care about their citizens. Because the king of Dubai said he wanted only the best for his people. What I'm saying is that our government should learn how to support creativity and innovation. What I'm saying is, when you give people money, try to get your money back, but invest and support people who are creative and innovative, who can invent things that will. And also, building a country is like running or managing a business. You cannot give a country to someone who does not know how to manage a business, who is not a visionary and does not know where he or she is going. How can you be following a blind man and hope things will be better for you? What we need in Nigeria are leaders, not only leaders, business people, somebody who can build a business, a visionary. Managing a nation is like building a business. A group of professionals with exceptional business skills and knowledge. In addition, entrepreneurship cannot function without electricity. And I wonder why we don't have 24 hours light in Nigeria when neighboring countries that we give light to have access to 24 hours light. The king of Dubai literally said that he wanted only the best for his people, and he proved it. The leaders we elect into power says a lot about us as a nation, because during President Bola Ahmed Tinubu's campaign, I assumed he was going to invest in agriculture when he was mentioning agbado, cassava and garri. Now, garri is even more expensive. And for the agbado, I haven't eaten any agbado for the past almost 8 months now. I've not tested any agbado. So how do we as a nation invest in agriculture? It is by providing farmers with loans that are easily accessible, providing them with equipment that they need in their farms to make their job easier. Well, I would say that President Bola Ahmed Tinubu has tried in his own way because he kept to his word. He said he was going to ensure that people and businesses get loans, of which I have seen that happening. And if you would agree with me, it is easier now more than ever to get loans in Nigeria. I like people who keep to their word. To me, a good man is a man who keeps to his word. Have you heard of FGN/alat Digital Skillnovation Program for SMEs? This program is for you if you are an aspiring business owner, a business owner, a job seeker, and a working class professional. You will be trained, and after the training, you will be awarded a loan to kickstart your career. How about that? I would leave a link in the description so that you can register. The third tip to making Nigeria and Africa better is to embrace innovation and technology. And we all know that innovation and technology cannot exist without sustainable electricity. As a creative, picture yourself working and suddenly the light goes off. Or if you're in a Zoom meeting and the light just goes off, how do you feel about that? Probably feel ashamed and uninspired to continue. And I think that one of the reasons why we don't have consistent and stable light is because of the people importing generators in this country. The sound of generator is very annoying, especially those loud and noisy generators. Generator in our neighborhood causes noise pollution, which can affect your mental health and increase stress. And if a state such as Benin Republic and Ghana can have constant electricity, how much more we Nigerians, who are the giants of Africa? And the only people who dislike lights, as I know of, are vampires and witches, which is why they mostly operate during the dark. A wicked and bad nation is a nation that doesn't have lights. The fourth strategy to making Nigeria and Africa a better place is to safeguard our environment. Africa is blessed with an abundant natural resources and a diverse range of wildlife. But we are faced with a lot of threats, ranging from insurgency, terrorism, and corruption. In a civilized country, the security system is number one. They protect lives and properties. The police, navy, and army are very important. Strong and powerful nations protect their security system and pay their military personnel very, very well. And it is very improper to make a joke out of our own security system in Africa. And when you see an American military man, you are instantly drawn to them because of the way they carry themselves. Of the way they carry themselves and how they deliver on their jobs. These people apply to join the military because they know that they are cared for and they are recognized and compensated, and even their families benefit from it.